can't say that you want to change your life and then wake up tomorrow doing the same thing that broke you. You want to know how I know? Because that used to be me. Saying I want it better and wake up the same. Convince myself, yo, it's all good. I'm working on it. When really, I was just recycling the same version of me. You know, the same dead thoughts, same scroll, same rhythm and routine that kept me tired. Different day, same distractions. Or as I like to say, same shit, different toilet. But hear me out, right? Change for your life is not magic, it's math. What you repeat, you become. What you wake for, you worship. So it's math, all math, not some motivational garbage. And I ain't here trying to hype you up. I'm really just trying to help you add. So if you rock with me for the next few minutes, here's exactly what you'll get. You'll see how fast the world hijacks your mornings. And it's fast. You'll learn how to take your first hour back, 3 if you're ambitious like me. And you'll feel what happens when you start the day from presence instead of performance. Because the world doesn't awaken you anymore. It hunts you until you are asleep. So you don't wait to alarms, you wait to algorithms. And before your feet hit the floor, your piece has already been purchased. One buzz, one scroll, one thought, consciousness, gone. So more than anything, that's precisely why I wake up at 3. Because you won't catch me sleep out there. Now, people do ask me all the time, yo, Jeff, that's crazy, man. Why 3 a.m.? And the honest truth is, I didn't necessarily pick it more than it picked me. You see, back then when I was doing what everybody says you're supposed to do, you know, work hard, provide, keep it all together, somewhere between all that providing and keeping it together, I stopped checking in with the person who was supposed to be living it. You know, me. And I found every morning starting the same way. Phone lighting up like it was catching a seizure. Inbox already waiting. Everybody needing something from me before I'd even taken a breath for me. So one night I did that thing where you just sit there, stare out into the abyss at nothingness, tired, burnt out, exhausted. That's when I felt it. Meet me before the world does, or the world will sound like me. And that's how you'll miss what is yours. You digging that? Because that hit me in my chest real hard. That was me. Calling burnout discipline, calling distraction devotion, mistaking motion for meaning. So the next morning I tried it, cold turkey, all the way hard, 3 a.m., boom, up. And it hurt. It was rough. My eyes were burning. The silence was actually so loud it was deafening. I didn't know what to do. I hated it. Until I realized that silence wasn't empty, it was waiting. And when I stopped trying to fill it with noise, I could hear me again. My voice, my sound, my consciousness. Because underneath that, of course, is God. So let's talk about it. Let's run the numbers. See, I believe it's not that most people don't have me time. It's that most people's me time doesn't grow them. It comforts them, but it doesn't confront them. They rest just enough to repeat the same rhythm tomorrow. You better not miss that. You see, if your schedule matches the world's, your distractions will too. So the 9 to 5 rhythm carries 9 to 5 residue. You know, late night drinks, doom scrolls, talks that drain you instead of build you. We like to call it unwinding. But really, it's just rewinding, re-entering yesterday's fatigue under softer lighting with a pillow and a blanket. You see, every collective hour carries a collective virus. Watch how this works. You now binge when they binge. You break when they break. You're not living a life. You're mirroring a market trend stuck in somebody's brand. It's math, not mystery. One rhythm equals one reality. If your day starts when the rest of the world starts, you'll keep waking up in their world instead of building your own. In fact, you probably even forgot you could build your own. But if you start your day before the world, you start seeing your conscious image of God in you again. Now, here's what most people never notice. The moment you wake up, the system wakes up with you. That's that same world pattern. Your body's scanning for what to chase, what to fear, what to fix. That's the hook. The invisible alarm behind the alarm that most of you keep snoozing on. I call this the trigger, rush, crash. That's the cycle. The trigger is that first buzz or thought. Soon as you get up, let me check what I missed. You ain't missed nothing. Now, the rush is that quick hit of false momentum. You're doing everything, but really doing nothing. And the crash shows up by noon. You see, you're not out of energy. You're out of covenant. That's why 3 a.m. matters. While the world's triggers sleep, your signal stands alone. No disruption. It's the one window where your mind's sharp enough to set direction and your spirit's quiet enough to hear it. And now those first few minutes after you wake up are massively sacred transfer time. You're still half dream, half design. Your subconscious is wide open. So now what you feed your mind first becomes the code that runs your day. Feed it chaos, you import confusion. Feed it gratitude, you install God. And that's why I wake up early, not to grind, but to govern. It's presence before performance, peace before production. That ain't superstition, not motivation, not hype. That is straight up system mastery. So if you've been living in somebody else's hour, it's time to take yours back. And this is how you take yours back. You don't take it by wishing or waiting to be saved. You take it back by wiring. It all starts with how you wake. Wake up. It starts with how you do you. So let's do you together. 5 moves, 1 identity. We start with disrupt. Before you touch your phone, touch your consciousness. 3 simple minutes of gratitude. 1 breath that says, I'm still here. I'm alive today. You disrupt the default. You bring you back. You bring God back. You tap into your consciousness. Then you want to own it. Own 1 non-negotiable hour. Mine is 3 a.m. That's just me. It works for me. It's not the only time that's available to you. Yours might be 5, 6, 7. It really doesn't matter. Ownership begins the moment you stop renting your focus. Own your hour. Then you want to yield. And here we're going to yield the scroll, yield the snooze. Again, get up. Every delay donates energy to distraction. Yield comfort so your covenant stays funded. You are building your own consciousness. Then you want to observe. Run the data. Start 1 day in noise, 1 in stillness. Watch which version of you leads and feels better. The difference is all the evidence you need. Then you want to unleash. Let's create before you consume, pray before you post, build before you binge. Watch the hype right now. Because the world says, wait till January, new year, new me. The root says, God, the infinite, move while it's dark. Unleash today and let tomorrow adjust. Beautiful people, Let's bring it back to the center. Root source, bring us back. Back to silence before the scroll. Covenant before calendar. Remembrance before reaction. 3 a.m. isn't grind. It is governance. It is self-mastery. It is ownership. It's not a time. It's territory. And it belongs to the remembered. Because once you learn to wake before the world, stop reacting to it. You start reprogramming it. So tomorrow morning, don't wait for the system to call you. Set your own signal. Let the darkness know you ain't hiding anymore. You are becoming. BYB, bring you back. BGB, bring God back. Before the world wakes, build the world within. Because you own it or be owned by it. You are to run the system. System runs you. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.